Namaste. My name is Lacey, and I invite you to join me in this practice today, focusing on winding down to the end of the day and preparing for a more restful sleep. Today's practice will be very abridged. It will be an abbreviated practice. We will not be focusing on any strengthening or vigorous poses. In fact, we'll be doing the opposite. We'll be focusing on more restorative, more gentle stretching, and some twists. Today we will be using a number of props, but you can find them within your own home. Of course, we'll be using a chair for the very beginning of our practice, just for a few movements, and then we will transition our way to the floor. Now, if the floor is uncomfortable for you, even with the props we'll be using, please know that you can always pause the video and do the rest of this practice in bed. Make this practice accessible for you. And so what we'll need today is a blanket, 2 blocks, and I'm going to use 2 pillows today. So find some that are very comfortable, whether you like a firm pillow or soft. It's absolutely a personal preference, but if you only have one, you should be fine as well. But I'm going to use 2 today to show you just the span of what you can do for a nice wind down and how you can really tailor this to your own needs for a very gentle, calming closing to your day. So with that, I'm going to come to standing, and I'm going to use the chair again just for this gentle opening. So very casual, very relaxed is what we're going to focus on right now. So as if you were at the end of the day and you were just going to take just a few minutes, a few very gentle, deep breaths as you begin your approach to your wind down. So with that, I'm just going to stand in front of my chair seat, and I'm going to incorporate some nice deep breathing with these gentle, slow movements. So what we're going to do is just start with some movements of the arms, really gentle and sweeping the arms up. Now again, I want you to take your time, breathe in here on an inhale, take your hands, they can be in front of you. You're going to make Namaste, prayer position with the hands, and just gently bring them down through your heart center and at your sides. We're going to do that 2 more times, gently. You can even have the arms more forward of your body, taking the hands up. You can just look straight ahead. You don't have to look up, and just feel as you exhale the arms coming down. Again, let the breaths be slow and deep, just like your movements with your arms. Taking your time here. This is our 3rd round of just the arms coming through. And now we're going to link our movement of some gentle opening cat-cows. These are going to be the most vigorous part of our movement today. And now as you bring the hands once again through your heart center, gently begin to bend your knees, and you're going to bring your hands to your chair seat. Now I have my blocks and my blanket ready on my chair seat, and all I'm going to do is hold the sides of my seat. I'm going to let my head hang and just sway side to side. So as I sway side to side, I'm going to pedal my knees, maybe even flex through the toes, the ball of the foot. And I'm swaying just to release the hips, my low back. And as I do this, I'm going to come into frame a little bit more here. I'm going to just come into a gentle cat stretch. So I'm going to inhale and round up into cat, and then exhale into cow. Now this is very gentle. I don't want you to go full cat-cow length and flexion. I want you to just breathe gently. Make it just a little tiny baby cat, baby cow. That's what we're doing. So I guess they would be kitten and calf. Kitten and calf movements. And now from here, I would like you to please widen your feet and have a gentle bend into your knees. And you're going to take your forearms now to the chair seat. So as you bring them down, this is where you may need to adjust. So again, I want you to bend the knees a lot here. You may need to have the blocks and your cushion up higher. Maybe you need to have them more on a higher, that's why your blankets are to cushion it, position, so that ultimately you can bend your knees and place your forehead, really important that your forehead is on the blanket. So I'm going to lower my block a little bit more. And if you don't need the blocks, if you can just use a chair seat and a blanket, that's fine. Make this your own. Now, as I'm holding onto the seat, and I'm resting my forehead. I'm rocking my forehead side to side. So I'm looking up at you just so you can hear me more clearly. But it's important to let your forehead relax and work out any tension you may have. Move the chin and the jaw side to side. Work out any tension. That's the whole point of our movement, is to release tension. Now I'm going to hold on to the back of my chair, feel really secure with my forearms into the seat, and let myself gently, my hips move back further, and allow my head to continue to just rest. So I can feel that nice stretch out, a nice gentle lengthening of my low back into the sacrum, and as well as my hips and my hamstrings. But again, if this doesn't feel good to you, bring the feet in a little bit closer, and then again, make it work for you. Maybe you want to lay your forehead on the side as well, right and left. But you're just going to rock the hips and even maybe let the hips move back a little bit further and feel that stretch. Let this feel good in your body. There's no right or wrong way to approach this. Just make sure that it feels appropriate in your body, that it feels right to you. And then from here, this is where we're going to introduce at least one pillow. And I'm going to bring my pillow here, and this is where I'm going to begin to transition. Bring my feet in, and let my knees gently lower down onto my pillow. So if your knees are okay, then you can take that pillow out from under you, unless you're on a harder surface. But what we're going to do is transition into our version of child's pose, and using the chair first, just to help you transition. Now, if this is where you're feeling uncomfortable with this posture, and that you need to feel as if you need to pause this video and maybe stand up and then wait until we come to the floor or go to your bed, perfectly acceptable. So just feel it out. But if you can, use the pillow to help cushion your knees so that they can get as wide as possible. And what we want to do is press our hips back so our big toes are coming towards touch. And then I'm going to just take my blanket and not use my blocks, and I'm just going to use my chair seat. So I'm just going to once again let my head rest, let my arms extend. I'm going to hold onto the chair and now feel more of a stretch. Not just my hips moving back, but in my arms as well. I want you to feel as your head relaxes, again, discharge that energy, any tension, into your surface with your cushion or your blanket. And I want you to feel also your shoulder blades moving down your back. Your angel wings are sliding down your back. Really important to feel that lengthening effect. And maybe you need to move your chair away from you at this point. We're going to transition away from our chair. So this is how we're doing it slowly, but take your time. Again, once you know where we're going with this, you can repeat the video and then know where you'd like to hold longer, where the stretch feels just better for you, where you need the stretches. So holding onto here, letting yourself melt if you will. Let your body just start to melt. Use the props to your advantage. They're here to help you. Take another nice deep breath in here. And then gently from here, this is where we are going to transition away from the chair. So I'm just going to push it out of frame. I'm going to take my blanket and just have that nearby. So now what we're going to do is transition to our back. So again, this may be the point where you transition to your bed. Perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is take one pillow at one side, basically left and right of me, and just have my blanket nearby. So I have my two pillows at the sides, and what I'm going to do is just have my feet on the floor, and I'm going to lie my back onto the floor. So I'm going to take my time here. Use the pillows if you need them to just come onto your back. So I'm just going to shift more into frame. Move the pillows around, let the props work for you. And then from here, I'm going to widen my feet to where they're more than a hip's distance, but that's up to you. And I'm going to get into a windshield wiper-like movement with my legs. So I'm going to gently move my legs. My knees are coming towards you. That's coming to my left. And I'm letting my knee relax on this pillow. And so you're going to come onto the outside edge and inside edge of each foot. So I'm going to take a nice breath in here. I'm going to make sure that my upper back is completely on the floor or your bed. Again, use the pillows to help you settle into this. So we're getting into a nice outer hip, inner groin stretch. feeling the psoas lengthen. So if you're feeling this in your low back, that's your psoas. It's where your hip flexor. And you're feeling that attachment point at the lumbar spine of your hip flexor. So this is where you're feeling the psoas. You can help stretch that out as well. So again, the breathing deeply into not just your belly and your chest, but into your hips, maybe even into your knees and your legs. Keep moving your shoulders down away from your ears as well. So just let yourself relax. And you can even let the pillows be on underneath your hands. I'm just going to do this one more time to my right side. So you want to do about 3 times at least, or again, it's up to you. If you want to take a few more times left and right with your knees, please do so. And then when you're ready, bringing your knees back center with your breath. You're going to gently, now I'm going to take my feet up so you can see this. I'm bringing the bottoms of my feet, the soles of my feet together. So while your feet are on the floor, just move your feet to the soles touching. And then let your knees bow out like a butterfly. So this is where the pillows can really help you. If you feel a lot of tension and tightness in your hips, this is where you just use the pillows to prop a little bit more underneath the outer thighs and let that help relax you into this stretch. So this is more of an inner groin stretch, and you're going to really feel that the more you press into the soles of your feet, the less tension you may feel. It's going to take some of that pressure off of those outer hips as well. So my hips are pretty tight, and that's pretty common with a lot of yogis. A lot of us just need to take that time to just be patient and breathe into the tightness. So again, shoulders down away from the ears. Let the hands relax where they feel just the most appropriate for you. Breathe into this. This is Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. And then when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in here, and then bring your knees together, and then gently, one at a time, take a knee into your chest. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pillow before I do that and place it on my belly. So I'm going to hold my pillow, and now I'm going to gently bring my knee in. So I may not have to really yank that all the way in. If you don't want to use the pillow, you don't have to. But it can feel good just to bring that knee gently in. And so again, we're not going into vigorous, intense stretches. We just want to feel a nice easiness. And if you want, you can do little circles. You can feel this in not just your hip, but in your low back as well, helping your sacrum, your lumbar and lower back, all those muscles just kind of spread out along the floor or your bed. And then switching sides once again, bring that other knee in. So again, it doesn't matter whether you did left or right. You're going to do both. So again, take that time. Again, you may feel one hip a little bit tighter. So maybe you want to work a little bit more of a circle into that hip joint, feeling out the mobility there. And then letting the pillow really help you comfortably get into that stretch. Again, we're winding down. We're breathing it out, letting go of our day. And then letting that other foot come down. We're going to do, once again, just a slight windshield wiper pose again, side to side. Maybe you notice a little bit of a difference there. And we're not going all the way. We're just taking a little bit of a slight sweeping motion, so like halfway down. And now, taking one at a time, both knees in, give yourself a hug. So again, if you want a big fluffier pillow, that can feel really good. But it's like you're giving yourself a nice snuggly hug, giving yourself some love. And then I like to rock side to side, make some circles. Maybe you want to rock a little bit back and forth. It's whatever feels right in your body, what feels best to you. And now from here, I'm going to let my left foot come down. So I'm starting on my right side first. What we're going to do is, once again, I'm going to let my pillow now just come down. But this time, if you want to keep the pillow, that's fine. I'm going to bring my knee in closer to my chest. So this is my left knee coming into my chest a little bit more. And actually, after using the pillow, it may feel more comfortable to now bring that in a little bit more closer toward your chest, toward the heart. And if you'd like, you can extend now that right leg long. We're going to come into a gentle supine twist, which is a reclined twist. So from here, we're going to gently take our left knee and let it come across our body. And I'm going to let it relax gently onto my pillow. Now, my pillow's out of view on this side, but that's where I'm just letting my knee relax. Now, I want to keep most of my upper back still on the floor or your bed. So you can really feel this twist in the lower aspect of your spine. really much more in the hip as well, in that outer thigh. But again, with the pillows, you can really help accommodate that. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you remove the pillows and you just use the space of the floor of the bed. So again, think of like wringing a towel. You have this wringing of a towel motion, and think of your spine like that with this twist. A twist is very nourishing and detoxifying to your spine. It's really releasing. And I just want you to breathe into this and not let it feel uncomfortable. Take another breath in here. And then gently bringing that knee back center, bringing your other knee, if it was long, back in. And then setting that other foot down, bring your opposite knee into your chest. Seeing how you can bring that knee up closer toward the heart. And then same thing here. I'm going to just twist now towards you with this leg, and I'm going to let it come down toward my pillow. Now I'm going to let my other leg go long. You can keep it also bent as well. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. How does it feel for you? This should feel really delicious in your body. It should feel languid and easy. We want this to feel easy. And again, letting your hands, your arms rest on the pillows around you. This should feel so restorative. It should really feel peaceful. This is the very opposite of challenge in your body. So again, if you want to remove that pillow, you can get a little bit more of a twist, of a stretch. Again, we really want to focus on as much of that upper back on the floor or your bed so you can really feel that ringing, twisting effect in your spine. Take another breath in here. And then gently bringing your knees now back center. I want you to take this opportunity once again to bring your knees both into your chest now without the pillow, just to see if you want that. No worries. We're going to use the pillow anyway when we're coming to the final part of our wind down sequence. And now from here, I'm spotting my pillow right here. I'm going to gently let, it doesn't matter which side, my knees come down gently. And I'm coming like into this gentle side lying position. Like, again, if you're in bed, this is going to feel really natural. I'm going to be here just briefly while we transition. So what we're going to do is take our time, gently press yourself up, and this is where we're going to end with our pillows. I'm going to use both of my pillows. So I'm going to keep this pillow underneath my legs. So you're going to essentially straddle your pillow and then make sure it's under your belly. I'm going to take my other pillow, so I'm going to double stack my pillows. And let my belly, my entire torso rest on my pillows. I'm going to take my blanket, my cushion, and if you have another pillow, awesome. We're going to use part of it, cool. But I want you to let yourself completely relax on your stack of pillows and take now and rest your head gently on one side. So your ear is coming down. You're letting your cheek rest onto your stack of pillows or your blanket. And you're just going to allow yourself to melt into the stack of pillows. Now, if you want, you can take your arms out to the sides and let yourself extend a little further. Or if you like, if you want to try out some more pillows on the sides and let your arms be elevated and resting on the pillows, awesome. But I'm going to just cradle my blanket. And again, if you need a higher pillow or another one underneath you, I want your hips to be comfortable as you move back. This should feel very supported. Maybe you need to move a little bit more forward and adjust your pillow stack. But you should feel very secure and comfortable. This should feel so delicious. So again, letting yourself relax on your stack of pillows. You're signaling your body that this is the end of your day, that we're getting ready for slumber, for the evening. And then I'm going to turn away from you. But again, taking a few more breaths on that side, I'm just going to demonstrate. You're just going to turn your head and let your other ear and cheek rest. So now taking my head off, I want you to take many more breaths and much more time on that side. but obviously for viewing purposes, I want to be able to see you and talk to you. So this is the end of our wind down sequence. You should feel so cozy here that you may be here for a while. And honestly, if you're already in bed, you probably are so ready to just fall asleep now, or just let yourself stretch out and remove the pillows when you're ready. Maybe switch another side, take some more breaths in there. But allow yourself to just breathe slowly, peacefully. Know that this is as important as a vigorous practice. You don't always have to challenge yourself. During these times, we need to honor our bodies in every way, and that includes rest and recovery. We cannot always be pushing ourselves in go mode. We need to reset and relax. Sleep is such a vital aspect. And so, allowing ourselves to honor that and seek a more peaceful slumber when we do sleep. Allow yoga to not just help strengthen and lengthen your body, but to also help you relax and fall into a deeper state of rest and recovery. I'm going to gently come back up, as hard as this is, because this is super comfortable and I could just be here for a while. But to end our practice today, let's just all take a moment. I want to thank all of you deeply from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful for your support, for watching my videos, for subscribing to my channel, for promoting my yoga videos. The practice is meant to be enjoyed by everyone. I hope this practice serves you today, that it does help you wind down, and that absolutely validates your need to rest. Enjoy your rest, enjoy your slumber. I wish you peaceful, beautiful dreams. The light in me recognizes and honors that same brilliant, beautiful light in each and every one of you. I humbly bow before you. Namaste.